as you know, I've been unwell, and today was my resting moment. Only that if I decide totally not to do something, tomorrow I'll wake up and my 20 hours will have gone. And you know, guys, I'm battling with watch hours. Yesterday they took my 50 hours. Today they have taken 20 hours. I'm just like, hey, you people, those are 70 hours. Do you know what it means to struggle if you are a small YouTuber to even gain even 1 hour? It's not easy. Because people watch you with moods. Today they'll watch you, tomorrow they won't. They'll come to your channel 5 minutes. They'll go somewhere else, watch for 1 hour. But it is what it is. Let me battle at least for 40 minutes and see whether I'll reach that logarithm. Yesterday I was still struggling when it came just too much. It became too much and I had to go, rest. Yeah, so I'm not going to pull any receipts. I just want to do when relaxed so that I'm not battling and struggling. So tomorrow maybe if I'll be a bit better, then I'll do more. So I've already taken some medicine, I've taken some fruits, food not forthcoming very much, but I'll be taking some tea, and of course, I have more medicine to swallow. Some of the medicine I have to take 1 hour after meals, and I've just taken some food here. So welcome. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new, and continue supporting me. Please go back to my videos and watch them. What I know, if we just get 100 people watching our 100 videos, guys, we will already have achieved our goal of watch hours, and then we'll keep battling with monetization every month. You can see I'm even sneezing. I think also the cold weather is not very friendly with me. Hey, forgive me for that. So guys, I hope you're well, not like me, and I hope I'll not be infectious here. So guys, Nyabohanze is a telenova indeed. Davy Jr. calls it so, and I really agree. Now, Davy Jr., please, bro. I don't know why this zigzag aspect, I'm not getting it. You know, Davy Jr. is actually really playing us as the audience. I keep watching him, but I'm surprised, you know. Like, how do you give somebody a gift? Then you go again, snatch whatever you gave them, and give it to... Inangoka. 50. I think for 40 minutes it will be okay. Yeah, Pandem Ahandi Mudiraj. That's India for you. Welcome. Namaste. Yeah, so I'll not be here for long. Of course, as I've said, we've already spent 3 minutes, so we are waiting for about 37 minutes, I think. So anybody who is on the platform, please subscribe if you are new. Pandem, I think you're new, so consider subscribing before you leave, and also like the video. Now, it's funny, in African culture, you cannot gift someone, then you go take that gift. I'm a bit unwell, but things are going on, and I'm hoping to be well anyway. I'm hoping to be well. As you can hear, even my voice, it's a bit hoarse. That's not my original voice, all right? And you've seen me sneezing a lot also. But it is what it is. I'm just pushing today for my watch hours, because when I don't do a video a day, what happens is that YouTube takes away watch hours, and it takes a lot of hours. I don't know if it is punishment, sort of punishment. I'm not so sure. No wonder some people get top YouTube for all the same. But the battle I've fought, I won't be discouraged, because I've really invested a lot of bundles and my time. I'll have just to struggle until my watch hours are okay. Because in past, I had watch hours, but they were not approving my channel. Now they approved my channel, watch hours has become a struggle. I'm just thinking, what should I do? Pandema Hand says, I'm from India, and you? I'm a Kenyan, and I'm from Kenya, of course. I do my content from Kenya. Yeah. So thank you so much for asking and your presence here. And anybody else who is here, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and go check on my other videos. They may be personal vlogs, they may be reactions or classroom lessons. So I do 3 areas on this channel. I do vlogs, I do reactions, and I do um, lessons, right? Okay, so thank you so much for showing up, and let's proceed. Now, as I was saying, it's very funny that you can give somebody a gift, then you take it. I believe in one thing. Hey, pandemic is really asking a lot of questions. Please go check my other videos. You would understand what I do, because I've always shared in my videos. And if you check on my videos, you'll automatically see that I'm always in class teaching. So I teach. And away from that, I am a content creator. Of course, that's why I'm here. And reactor for that situation also. During reactions, right? Yeah, so that's me. All right. So let's proceed to our reaction for today. And of course, in my reaction, having looked at the title, you understand there are some things I'm just trying to elucidate. And one of them is the act of Davy Jr. Davy Jr. has been gifting people. And I don't know why he goes picking whatever he gifted. I saw one time when he was punishing Matiko. He calls Matiko an absent father, and I don't know. He says what? There is a word he used in today's video, but I can't just go checking for receipts. But at the same time, he still stands with him, helps him. I saw him doing the ceiling the other day, and I was like, why? Why would you do a ceiling for him anyway, if you know that he doesn't work and he doesn't want to? All right, for us it's night. Here in Kenya, it is almost 9 p.m. in the night. You mean India, it's morning? All right, the time difference. So pandemic is telling us India is morning. So good morning for you, but here you can tell me good evening or good, is it? Yeah, good evening, because it's almost night. We are almost going to sleep. Yeah. So David Jr. has surprised me because in African situation, Anna. All right, so what I'm saying is it's so funny in an African situation. So India, it is 12:06 a.m. 12:06, so that is almost let's say 12:06 a.m. That means what? Hmm? Mid-morning? Or what does that mean? Because it's almost going to morning, I think. Yeah, here it's night. We are almost going to sleep. Yeah. Okay, so what I was saying is in African culture, you don't give somebody a gift, then you pick it. I don't know whether in India, does it happen, pandem, that you can give somebody a gift like a car or a house, then you go pick it if you feel like you are not happy with them? In Kenya, it doesn't happen. When you give somebody a gift, you forget about it because there was no contract that they have to meet some conditions for them to remain with it. However, when you look at David Jr. is a great YouTuber anyway. He has been doing a lot, let's say, doing some projects for people. But then I'm surprised or I'm shocked when I see that he's able to repossess. He repossessed cows that had been brought for Godfrey. Now, of course, those cows were bought by donors for this boy because they see that the father is not doing much. But Davy Jr. now went ahead yesterday and picked the cows just because Matiko's mother was misbehaving. Now, today on camera, we've seen him trying to pretend that he doesn't know why Matiko's mother slashed the daughter the face. And of course, that lady had to come out and say she did so because the daughter was almost killing her. She had actually sat on her chest and was choking her in the neck. So that's why she decided to use the machete. When she just turned and got something that was close to her, she picked the machete and chopped the daughter's face. Now, I was also surprised in the same video, the husband to this lady was denying that she has never been cut by by the wife, and I was like, is this a script or something? The other day you told us it happened. Boke, the daughter, mentioned that even the father had been chopped at some point. Now, this is one thing I normally say. When you are a grown-up, whether you are a son or a daughter, you should never remain in the house or home of your parents. You are supposed to be independent. That is what it means being over 18. You are supposed to create your own, you know, paradise. You go somewhere, you rent. If you can't build, rent a house and stay in there. But if you can build, the better. All right? Yeah, Pandem tells me you have nice teaching skills and communications. Okay, thank you so much for the compliment. And please check on my lessons when I'm with students. And I've done a lot of lessons. You can check on them and recommend for people, because when I teach English and literature, I normally actually enhance the students' hands-on kind of teaching. In some situation, we even tell the students to act out some books. So they have been acting out set books in class after we've read, just to make them understand, because just by talking about them only is not enough. We need to give them a chance to also act them, reenact, and feel like they are part of the project. Yeah. So in this kind of reaction today, I just meant to comment about some things, and I hope that people learn some things. You know, if you've given somebody a gift, it's very good that you just warn them if there is something that they are not doing good. But you don't have to really go take it back, because it looks like you never gave it wholeheartedly. It will appear as if you gave it. We normally say in Kiswahili, shingo upande. Shingo upande means you gave it unwillingly, like you are forced to give. Or else if I gave a gift to somebody, even when I'm in love, for example, and I gave a gift to somebody, even when we divorce, I shouldn't take it away, because it served that time and it is done. So why should I go pick it because maybe you have a difference? I don't see the sense, actually. So when you give somebody a gift, make sure that the gift you are giving, you will not want to retrieve it once you have differences. Because in life, as I always know, life is a duality. Today you are in love, tomorrow you hate each other. Today you are friends, tomorrow you might be enemies. So make sure whatever you give to somebody will not be something you will want to retrieve, please. All right? So when I saw that on Davy Jr., I was like, don't do it, bro. Just let the cows be. And of course, I thank God that by today, Davy Jr. had to actually, okay. Pandem says, okay, ma'am, I just subscribed. Thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate for one more subscriber at night. It's not easy. Actually, we small YouTubers, we struggle a lot to get new subscribers and even get people to watch us all through. If you go to big YouTubers, even 1,000 people watch them. But for us, we are watched by one person or two, and we appreciate all the same, because our journey is a long, long one. A long journey as compared to big YouTubers who attract a lot of following and people always want to associate with them because they're already successful. So when I see anybody subscribing to my channel, I really appreciate a lot, because I know this is somebody who trusts in me. They know I have a potential. They are encouraging me to move ahead, so that if not today, tomorrow will be a day. So thank you so much. God bless you. All right. So I've talked about that aspect, and I hope Davy Jr. will be so much respectful, so that in future, when he has given somebody a prize, he shouldn't be taking it back. It doesn't look good. If donors have actually contributed cows towards Godfrey, I don't see the sense of taking them, then handing over to Mwita and the dancing grandma. Let the dancing grandma and Mwita get their own cows. Thomas Parker, welcome, welcome. Are you from the USA or also from India? You know that name? I've got some people who watch me from India and they have the same name. Still, there are those who watch me from USA and they have it. So hi to you. Welcome here. You can also communicate to Pandem Anad. He has been here for some while and has been watching all along. So maybe you can also communicate to them, say hi to them, and, communicate. And according to Pandem, in India, it is 12:06 in the morning. While here in Kenya, I'm from Kenya, currently it's almost 9 p.m. in the night. So we are supposed to be resting after some few minutes. All right, so we are into 16 minutes, and I know we are going up to around 40 minutes. According to my energy today, I have low calories today because of the some sort of illness, infection, flu, kind of. You can even see there is a junior here coughing around. I don't know why she doesn't want to go sleep. I've already advised her to sleep and also have some rest. Please put off the computers, Teresa. Put off the computers and sleep so that you have rest. All right? All right? Yeah. Tomorrow is another day you'll watch. Okay? Okay? Yeah. All right. So let's proceed with our reaction. And the other thing that I saw that was not very good on Davy Jr.'s video is that why should you take a gift from a neighbor who is staying away from the other one, let's say 1 kilometer away? You create enemies. You create enemies among these neighbors. When you take a gift you took to Mama A and take it to Mama B, and they just live like a stone throw away from each other. You are not particularly from that village, though David Jr. has bought some land there. So I was surprised. How do you take a gift from one person here? It's like even in the house. You take a gift from one child and give it to another. That's very wrong. Equally wrong. I would rather just buy a new gift for another baby instead of taking a gift from one baby and give it to another. It's like a man. You have two girlfriends. Or let's say you have a girlfriend and an ex. Or you have a wife and let's say a mistress. Then you take a gift you had bought for your wife, whether it's a wig or a dress or shoes. When you are having quarrels in the house, then you carry it and take to your mistress. Like really? Like really? It doesn't sound okay with me. It doesn't sound okay. You would rather just buy something new for your girlfriend or your mistress, even if you have had a difference with your wife and you feel like you shouldn't you shouldn't gift her anymore, to prove something, okay? Pandem Anad says, take care about yourself. Thank you so much, I will. Of course, I bought some fruits today, and what I need to buy more, I think it's fluids, because I'm having a challenge with appetite also. Good night, mommy. Vuta pole pole. Pole pole, usiangusha ndo. Na hii imekauka? Hii. Imekauka. Tandika hiyo kwanza ndio uchukue. All right, so let's proceed. Jean Munganyende, hey, I'm back. How was your day? My day was a bit tough. Today I had to go to hospital to check on my health. And of course, I realized that I didn't have malaria, I didn't have typhoid or let's say what. But I had some infection that is actually causing flu and triggering the sour throat, the, you know, that fatigue and that feeling generally. But I know I'll be well. They gave me medication. V for him by, I think V was here, if I'm not wrong. Was it yesterday or the other day? Hi to you. How are you? I hope you're fine. So Munganyende from Rwanda. How is Rwanda? Rwanda is one country that I really respect because of the beauty and the kind of trees they have and all that. And from the videos I've watched, actually, Rwanda is so beautiful. And I always look forward to visiting. Even India. India also, I like the cultural aspect, the dances, and, the food stuff, and those aspects right there. For him, by that flag is for what? Thailand? Is it Thailand or something? Hi to you. Hi, hi, hi. All right. So how do you take a gift from one person staying just 500 meters away and give it to another? You know? I don't understand. I really don't understand. But it is what it is. Some people just don't understand these things. Common sense tells me I cannot take a gift from one child and give it to another. It will create an enmity that is unnecessary between them. But for Davy Jr., he found it so easy, and he keeps telling us that the donor said it, but I don't believe it wholly. Why don't I believe it? Why is it that today, after Matiko's mother was very sorrowful and actually apologizing, he took back the cows? It looks so awkward. Can you imagine? You've grabbed a wig that you bought for your wife, taken to your mistress, and then your wife apologizes in the evening, and you go back to the mistress and take the wig back to the wife. Kelly Sharp, um, Kelly Sharp, I got the results. I don't have malaria. I don't have typhoid. I don't have. They tested three things. Pneumonia, I don't have it because I thought that was the case. But they actually told me that I have an infection that is causing the strong flu and also the cold. You know, it is very cold here at Kitale. So that is what is causing the chest pains right here. And they also discouraged me from taking Brufen. And they gave me a lot of medicine. Actually, I did show that in the video. If you check that video, fruits and medicine, that was the, yeah, that was the video I did. So it's, I think it's out of also fatigue plus the cold weather plus a general infection that is causing that. So I've been given antibiotics. I've also been given painkillers. I've been given some other medicine over here, a lot. I was given about six types of medicine, and I've used it. I slept for 2 hours after the meal and the medicine. And even this evening, I've already taken some medicine. And after this live stream, I'm going to take. The only thing that has forced me to be here is YouTube is taking my watch hours every day. Can you imagine? Again, today they took my 20 minutes. 20 minutes just because I had not worked so much on my channel. I'm like, hey, this is what discourages people from YouTube sometimes. But because I've worked so much for a long time, I will not relent. But today I've decided I'm not going to struggle with receipts. I'm just talking from what I watched from Davy Jr., from Marwa, from Dimwango, and all those people from Nyabohanse. So I'm simply talking. Um, then tomorrow maybe I'll do the receipts. Kelly Sharp is saying YouTube can be hard. Yeah, it is. Actually, for those who sailed through easily, they always say it's easy. But for me, it has been a very tough game. Even some people whom I inspired to go in YouTube are being paid, They are earning. while I'm struggling here on the streets and waiting for all that. When I had watch hours, they failed to approve my channel for a very long time. They kept telling me reused content, reused content. And when now I have no watch hours, what they are doing now is always pulling me. When I pull up, a delay of some few minutes pushes me down. I'm like, hey, this is just too much. Jean Munganyende is saying Rwanda tuko poa sana, tunashukuru Mungu. Rabudha huko nyinyi Nairobi mko aje? Mimi siko Nairobi, niko Kitale, lakini tuko salama. Magonjwa machache tu ya kutusumbua kidogo, lakini tuko sawa. All right. Yeah, so Kelly Sharp says, oh, that is great news. It is nothing serious. Yeah, it's not that serious. You know, like I've ever had a pneumonia strike, it was very serious. And because when I was checked and found not having those, I said, thank God. At least whatever I'm doing, I'll swallow medicine and it will go back to normal. It will go back to normal. Maybe in 2 days, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. But I have to really take care, also try to rest. Good thing is we are almost closing schools. So I'll not be working so much like I strain myself. I'll be using the 2 hours or 3 in a day. And then I rest, at least. Yeah. So the other aspect I saw in the videos posted by Murimi, not Murimi, Ernesto. Ernest has posted a video today. Remember, Ernest comes from this family of Mogesi and all that. Now, another war has begun in Nyabohanse. Beforehand, we saw a war between Mogesis, our family, and we saw that war that was targeting Ondaris generally. That is Marwa, Davy Jr., and Dimwango. And it had cooled down. But now we are seeing another war that is coming up because Ernest has posted a video showing something to do with the Murimi and Davy Jr. And of course, they have pulled Murimi to their side. So what are they doing? They have begun to interrogate Murimi about his life. So in the video that Ernest posted, we saw that Murimi was trying to say there are scams around Ondaris, and we are like, are you serious? You've been there, you sold land to Dimwango, you've always been there appraising them, saying, Mama Yangu, kneeling. Now what is happening? Murimi has come up and he's saying that he has a YouTube channel, and all he has to do is to get a good phone, and then he will go ahead and begin exposing the Ondaris. I'm like, do you think people will trust you when one day on Davy Jr.'s video, you came up to say that there are people who are buying you so that you can talk about Ondaris negatively? Now, if you come up and begin talking about them negatively, will Davy Jr. not show the same video in which you said so? They'll come up and say, you are just creating that because you are a loser, you know? So I've been watching what Ernesto posted, and I'm saying, Ernesto, I don't know whether they are really wise, I don't know. But people are saying family is family. But do you go back to family and then we begin pointing fingers, or we go back to family and resettle and find ourselves room to? That is my reasoning anyway. But Murimi, who has always been working with Davy Jr., is coming out to say that he's going to expose Davy Jr., Marwa, Dimwango. I'm like, you will be a loser, because for one thing, Davy Jr. has been there planting his maize. He brought the tractor for the first time. It had to plow his land. He brought some goats to him, and Murimi sold them off. Murimi, in one of the videos, came up to testify himself that he had been beating the wife Halima. Now, will he come out? Because from what he's saying on the video, in Ernesto's video, he is claiming that he was only told to say so. I'm like, come up, Murimi. Real men don't do such things. You cannot accept another man to make you say something that you've not done, if that is real. But I believe there is some lies and truth. Where there is lies, sometimes there is some truth. So I'm just believing Murimi has known that he's a loser, and there is no day David Jr. is going to help him anymore. And of course, he has also known that Halima has gone forever. She will not come back to this home as a wife. So what he has decided, he has to join people like Ernest, so that at least they can give him something to sustain his drinking habits, you know. So he goes there, and of course he will begin saying some truth, and maybe he'll add lies. So he has said something about David Jr. kidnapping his son. I'm like, are you serious? Kidnapping? When I saw clearly Halima was with the child, and they went to Tanzania, you want to say that David Jr. did not use the children's department to pick your son and give it to Halima? Then Halima had to cross the border, back to Tanzania, because she felt like while staying in Nyabohanse, her life was at risk. Because Murimi is not like Matiko. Matiko did not follow Chagwa to attack her. But when you look at Murimi, there are high chances he can easily go to where Halima is and attack. So guys, Murimi has come up in a video. You can go watch Ernest. In fact, tomorrow I may be pulling some receipts from there. Today, I've decided no receipts, no receipts at all. Now what is happening? The dark screen. You know, when you get these alarms and whatever, something just happened and you are like, what is happening? Anyway, let me try and see whether it will come back. Yeah, so let me try here. I hope it will come back. What is this? We are just into 32 minutes and I've not covered more aspects. So what is happening with the dark screen? Yeah, so all right, it has come back. What the hell was happening? Hey, YouTube. Yeah, so when I look at the aspect that Murimi is coming out as a reactor, Bobo did that recently. Who else did it? There was some other guy. There was some other guy who fought with Marwa at Brian's construction and came out to speak, and I'm like, what is happening in Nyabohanse? So Murimi, of course, we know he's a serial, can I say a serial alcoholic? I don't know. Or I just say he's an alcoholic individual. He drinks a lot. I wonder when he was being actually, when he was talking on David Jr.'s video, the last time he was saying he beat Halima and he even went to apologize. He apologized in public when Halima was saying that he is hitting her with a cooking stick. I was like, since when did men begin hitting women with the cooking sticks? Cooking sticks are used by women. Cooking sticks are tools used by women. From our grandmother's times, we've been hearing that women are the ones who use cooking sticks to chase away people from the kitchen. But now in one of the videos David Jr. did, Murimi came out as, having beaten Halima with a cooking stick. And I really laughed at that and said, really, a real man cannot beat a woman with a cooking stick. Beat them with love, okay? Yeah, beat them with love and they'll not have anything to say. But you beat a woman with a cooking stick, like how? You know? And remember, that is the time Halima had attracted donors to bring goats to this home. There was some chicken, they had bought better bedding, they had even bought a bed. And then a conflict just arises and I was like, yeah, so you mean when you get things around you, then a war erupts and a conflict that ends up in a divorce? Is it a divorce or even separation? I'm not so sure what to say. Because in so many videos, David Jr. kept saying that, yeah, I know Halima is the wife to Murimi, and of course, what they can do is forgive each other. I may not do anything about it. He really talked a lot and said that he's ready. Even Murimi, if he wants, he can go nowhere. The wife is going to school. And before he knew it, the script changed very fast. In the next forthcoming days, Murimi sent away Halima, and Murimi kept saying that David Jr. is taking away the wife. And since then, the wife rejected, said she's not ready to go back. And we saw David Jr. opening an account. Since then, we've never had any script on Halima again, because Halima disappeared with the son to Tanzania. We are even waiting when will she be going to school, because she was supposed to go for a course. Now, that aside, Murimi has come out now, and he's squarely saying that he wants to start a channel, and in that channel he will be exposing scams from Ondari family. He has also called Davy Jr. a kidnapper, and I'm like, kidnapper? Kidnappers don't take children in our presence, because the last time I saw Davy Jr. actually walking away with Alima to the police cell or center, the baby was there and they did not touch him. And then David Jr. distanced himself. He sent Halima with the children's people to Murimi. So the reality of this story is neither there nor there. I think Murimi is also trying to blackmail the audience through Ernesto's channel, because he knows maybe subscribers on Ernesto's end will believe him fully. But as personally as me, who has been watching this story fully, I may not agree with what Murimi is saying. However, what I know is that if Murimi starts releasing story after story, he may actually ruin Ondari's name, because he knows a lot. That's what I'm so sure. Murimi has been even eating bones when other people have been sent away from the villa. And of course, he may not get the support that Dimwango had promised him, and David Jr. and Marwa, because they had promised him that if he continues being positive, they are going to support him and even build him a house. But now, Halima has created a crack, so they are no longer going to support him at all. You remember the last time Murimi was asking for fertilizer from Davy Jr. At first, I want fertilizer. Second, I want my wife. Guys, you cannot expect somebody to drop you like hot potato and you still go to them and ask for things. It doesn't happen. From what I know, David Jr. can forgive some people when he's still gaining. But when Halima moved away from Nyabohanse, David Jr. automatically knew that there is no way he is going to get any support through. Donors will not come in for Murimi anymore. So he dropped him like a hot potato, because the only person from whom he can gain maybe is Halima. But if again donors will not be forthcoming for Halima, he will not be concerned with Halima anymore. He is currently concentrating on the grandma, dancing grandma and Brian, because they are now bringing in. In fact, in today's video, he said that if not for Brian, Dagi, Gento, Jonte, and many other people would not have received the gift they received today. What is that telling you? This guy is very strategic. He knows that whenever he really supports somebody from his pocket, people come and support, and from that he survives. So he always plays with that to survive also, because that is how he's working. That is how he's working and surviving with donors. So, of course, recently we saw him even at the orphanage. And you saw the problem there. The orphanage woman was crying tears. I don't know whether they were crocodile tears or they were real tears. I can't differentiate. But that lady was crying, showing how the bishop came, decided to donate more rooms so that the dormitory is enough. I'm like, okay, praise God. Praise God, for he is a working Lord. Even after Marwa actually ruined your name, you still have some people standing with you. In fact, I don't believe that an orphanage should be really dirtied like that. Even if this lady was a mess at some point, there are children there who are genuinely requiring help. So there should be ways in which we can decide to help without necessarily just dismissing it like that. And I think this lady was crying because of that. But there are people who are still willing to help. And in fact, I thank God that I saw David Jr. there still being concerned about how to help that orphanage, right? Okay, so Murimi, do you think you will manage to have a muscle to fight Davy Jr.? Do you think so? You automatically, you yourself testified that Davy Jr. has money and he's using that money to even press you. So when will you have your money so that you can compete? It's very difficult. Ernesto are there cheating you, but I saw the situation of Matiko. Ernesto and Gintu came to Matiko after he came from the rehab. They talked around, they took videos, but they disappeared. So Matiko went back to drinking because he could not get the right support. So in a way, I think you should use some wisdom. Think about your move. Anyway, if he comes to expose, what are we expecting? Meanwhile, how many of you watch African Tigress? The African Tigress is in a problem. When you watch her videos, she doesn't want even to look at the audience. And she says she has a wound on her body. She has a wound on her body that is causing her a lot of pain and trauma. And I don't know, some people are coming up with a theory of Nyash Nyash, that the hole is on the Nyash Nyash because she tried to actually gain the Brazilian Nyash. I don't know. The Brazilian bat has caused her a problem. I don't know how true this one is. Maybe people can actually taste, those who are so sure about the data. For me, I'm not so sure, but I don't like the idea of plastic aspects. Like even myself, my face, I really fear using any chemicals on my face, save for oil. I'll use oil, I'll use maybe, what else? Most times I just use oil. Like, in fact, I have herbal oil that I use on my face because my face is oily. So if I use any kind of oil that is also oily, it will be so much pimpled, with a lot of pimples. So I use that herbal cream. It's just a normal cream. I don't like buying those funny things of, I don't know, lighteners, chemicals that I don't know do what, because I don't understand. I am not a hermatologist. Is it hermatologist, or they call them what? Those people who deal with skin. Oncologist, or what do they call it? So I don't have any knowledge in that. Why should I go about punishing myself? Why should I go reading about how to deal with this chemical and that? It will just be a problem. Why should I want to add, for example, more flesh on my chest or more flesh on my behind? You know, it doesn't make sense. So, ladies and gentlemen, those who are watching, please advise people around you, your girlfriends, your wives, you know, your secret admirers, your kids, because people have a problem. They watch what other people do there. Like in Kenya, socialists such as Vera Sidika, we have, who else? We have socialists. There is this other one who used to sit with them on Facebook. She's called, hey, her name has gone. She's a Luya lady. So these people have enhanced their bodies. Even Mama Frank, they have enhanced their bodies by adding something on their butt, also lightening their skins, and injecting even things into their bodies. I even have a colleague at workplace. She has done this, and sometimes she suffers, actually. These people suffer because they cannot expose themselves to direct light. You also see this part can be so light, but then when you look at somewhere here behind the elbows, they are so dark. You know, like they have even low self-esteem, even having done that. So please advise people. There's no need of really struggling with these things a lot, because unless you have some knowledge on a skin, you may be causing a very serious impact to your body. So I've heard something about the African tigress, and I just don't know. I just don't know how long we will take as women to learn, because most people who suffer this are women, though I'm seeing some few men are also deciding to do this, because like Jatello, is it Jatello or who? There was another guy who went to studio, and Ogobina was asking him why he decided to bleach his skin, and he was saying he's not a natural, he's not a forest. He is not a forest to be natural. I was like, really? I've even seen when I was in Coast, there was a lady that was my neighbor, and she bleached herself. She was very dark. She bleached herself. She could look like the part of my hand. But when I left Coast, before I left, she was very sick. She had diabetes and she was really suffering a lot. Because now the skin that you really bleached and it turned into this when you are dark, it has some effect. Like if you come to some things, they don't just work. They don't just work. But people are really getting into this mess, and even some dying out of it, some even, and people are not learning because they are cheated. They are told it reacts depending on people. Yeah, so African tigress has a problem, and maybe people should go watch and actually learn something. But it's so regretful, and I feel sorry. I feel sorry for the ladies. Most ladies actually do so, and it's a great problem. Now to our last aspect of the day. Uh, this is quite humorous. I saw today Marwa did a video. Marwa did a video on life in the forest. And of course, when you look at Watamu, Watamu is actually a beach side, but it's right in the middle of nowhere, if I may say. The surrounding areas are forest kind of, and not forest, a thick forest as such, but there is a forest there. So Marwa actually did a video, and when they went to visit, I think it was a museum kind of, he saw, we call them what? You know, relics. Is it a relics? I don't know whether to call it a relics. There are these things they create like beds, but it's not a real bed where you can sleep. It's just something to imply maybe a traditional kind of stuff from a community. So Marwa sees this small bed from the Griama Society, or is it Swahili? Then I was so shocked in the video. He says, now this one has inspired me to make the second baby. I was like, what are you saying, Marwa? You don't say such things in public, do you? But he just came out blatant and said that, and I was like, some things should be secrets, you know? So he was trying to qualify what JT. You know, JT last week did a video indicating that when Rochelle was actually moody, she had lost her pregnancy. I was like, was it pregnancy, or was it that she had menses and she was not liking it because she wanted to have the second baby? So Marwa comes out and says that and keeps saying, yeah, let me remove this. He began to remove the stuff that was placed on that bed, and said, this one is just, should be just like my bed with Rochelle. And I was saying, oh my goodness, this guy is so rich with a lot of money, receiving a lot of views every month, which means a lot of money at the end of the day on YouTube, and also a lot of super slaps, a lot of donations, and he still has the guts to admire, a relic. Why can't he just quickly order for a bed that looks like that, and then has inspiration in his villa instead of in the middle of the forest in a museum? Anyway, I might use that in tomorrow's video as an analysis, but we've gone up to 50 minutes as I promised you. So I won't go overboard because I'm tired. I want to swallow my last pills and sleep, then see what I can offer tomorrow. But I really appreciate Kelly Sharp, Jean Munganyende, and F. Fahim. What else? Who else? There was someone else here from India. Pandem Ahmad. So I really appreciate you people. Thomas Parker came and disappeared just like that. Yeah, so let me rest till tomorrow. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. But please check on my other videos. I posted a premiere today from the events of the day. And I'll be posting more, maybe little by little, so that I don't seem to be pressing it so hard. Yeah, so good night and thank you.